Oppo just unveiled the follow-up to the F5 series lineup from last year. While it seems like not much has changed apart from the addition of a notch, there actually does seem to be more than meets the eye. This is Sandeep from Rev Atlas, and here's what we thought about the device. I'll start off by stating that I like the Oppo F7 more than I like the Vivo V9. Sure, Oppo didn't really highlight the fact that the F7 was using an octa-core MediaTek powered P60 processor, and it may or may not be as good as the 626 from Qualcomm that the Vivo camp is using. However, the first and immediate impression that the F7 gave me was that of a more premium device. Performance was smooth, and while it's still too early to call out a winner, the F7 doesn't seem like it's plagued by any issues luckily. The F7 chooses glass instead of plastic, and the phone is also slightly heavier than the V9, which adds to the premium feel. The F7 and V9 practically offer similar footprints and thickness, however the F7 feels much better in terms of handling as well as build quality. There are 3 color options to choose from, but the diamond black is probably my favorite due to the pattern that reflects light at certain angles and also changes color, but the midnight silver and red colors too should find suitors. The display on the F7 is a large 6.23-inch Full HD Plus IPS panel with 2280 by 1080 pixels resolution, which is the result of a wider 19:9 screen aspect ratio that Oppo has branded Full Screen 2.0 as opposed to 18:9 Full Screen 1.0 from the F5. However, with the notch entering into the scene, it's mostly an 18:9 display with an additional runoff area at the top. The display is sharp and vivid, and while we couldn't test the outdoor visibility since the event was held indoors, the brightness should be good enough outdoors as well, albeit a bit reflective. The device is available in both 4GB and 6GB variants along with a triple SIM card slot for 2 nano SIMs and a microSD. The 6GB variant comes with 128GB of storage while the 4GB comes with 64. The battery is a 3300 mAh unit and it still has a micro USB port unfortunately, and I would have loved to see USB Type-C port, but it may not be a deal breaker for most. It comes with Android 8.1 out of the box as well as ColorOS 5.0 on top of it. At the front, hidden within the notch, is a front-facing 25MP Sony IMX576 camera which has f2 aperture as well as something Oppo is calling Sensor HDR. It works like typical HDR layering with 3 frames, but the HDR effect is apparently in real time. At the rear is a single 16MP f1.8 camera as well, and you get portrait mode on both without the need for a secondary lens. We did test out both the cameras and they seemed impressive in the not so ideal lighting environment we tried it in. The phone has a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner as well as the face unlock feature, which is slowly becoming something that most brands are choosing to highlight. The Oppo F7 does seem promising, particularly in the camera department. However, final judgment shall be passed once we have the review unit in our hands. The F7 4GB model will set you back Rs 21,990, while the 6GB model will set you back Rs 26,990. Thanks for watching this video. See you again in the next one.